Hello everybody, boomers, redditors. What if I told you that there are two sides of the same coin, cut from the same cloth? Redditors sit in their gaming chairs and roleplay with their furry fatsonas.
I had absolutely no idea that he was 15.
And boomers love sitting in lawn chairs on the side of the street to watch parades. And boomers think they're smart because, well, stupid people think they're smart.
I will beat your fucking dick into the ground all day long.
That's kind of gay, isn't it?
I will beat your dick.
I mean, Shakespeare himself said it. A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. Which is exactly why boomers think they know everything and Redditors shitpost. But boomers have questions too. And they can't go on Reddit because they'll be intellectually outpaced.
I feel like I've outpaced him intellectually at this point. Because
So where do they turn? Quora, whatever the fuck this is, which is pretty much Reddit for boomers. For some reason, I get emails from them, and I occasionally see the most retarded questions being asked. And let's just say that this is a gold mine of content, perfect for a 10-minute video, even though I don't get any fucking ad revenue. So let's take a look at the state of the modern boomer. This first one I'm going to show you is the one that actually inspired me to make this video. It says, I found my son's stuffed animals that he has had since a young child with holes in them. He is 13 and was doing things to them because I found hard spots on them with the stuffing out. What should I do? Well, it sounds like he's a furry to me, so I'd say the best course of action is to drag him out into the yard and fucking execute him. I'm just kidding. Well, not about the executing furries thing. I mean, about the fact that he is a furry. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Just give him a pocket pussy and pour a tall glass of wine. After seeing this post, I decided to type in my son into the search engine and see what came up, and I found a lot of shit. I found my son having personal fun in his room. How do I stop this? Yeah, there's a lot of boomers on this website that are really concerned about their kids developing any form of sexuality at all. You literally brought him into the world by having sex, so why are you trying to repress that? I mean, to answer your question, you could cut his arms off, or maybe cut his dick off. I kind of get the vibe that you're a hardcore Christian or something like that, and a lot of people on this website are. My son is reading The God Delusion. Should I be worried? Well, I mean, if the amazing atheist was able to convince me that God wasn't real, then I think Richard Dawkins definitely will.
People will die. I'm a man of my word.
However, yes, you should be worried, especially if he buys a fedora. How do I keep my son from becoming an atheist? Well, just do what Christians are best at, lie. I don't know, just make up some bullshit about miracles or how you saw God once or some shit. He'll probably believe you. My son said that prayer doesn't work. How can I prove him wrong? Well, I think you just answered your own question. If you don't know how to prove him wrong, then you're probably wrong. Actually, I have a great idea. Sneak into his room, cut all the wires in his TV, and then when he comes home, he's like, my TV's not working. And then you're like, oh, you just gotta pray for it. And then when he comes home the next day, you bought him a brand new TV, and you're like, oh, God did it. Imagine the plot twist when he tells her that he prayed to Allah and now he's a fucking devout Muslim. But these boomers don't just hate atheists. They also hate gamers, the most oppressed group in all of society. My son wants to be a gamer on YouTube as his career. Should I encourage this? I scrolled down and the first comment I saw was, this is PewDiePie. His real name is blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is this? I do not know why I found this so funny. Just seeing Felix's face pop up as the first comment just made me like fucking die laughing when I saw it. Of course you should let your son be a gaming YouTuber because PewDiePie. I mean, someone else could have responded and been like, no, this is Dark Side Phil. I mean, if we're being honest, it's more likely that he's going to become a lol cow than he would PewDiePie, am I right? Should I delete my son's Minecraft world? Fucking no. Why the fuck would you do that, dude? You'd be enough of an asshole if you just took away his Xbox, but the thought of you just deleting his world and continuing to let him play and him finding out that his world's gone, like, you are a sadistic sick fuck. Why can't my son pause when playing League of Legends? I feel like he's probably already answered that question the first time you asked him, and he just told you it's a fucking multiplayer game. Seeing all these posts, I wonder if it's actually just like a huge troll and people are just shit posting on here. Like, are you that estranged to your own child that you can't even sit down and ask them this question? You have to fucking go online and ask a bunch of boomers? And no surprise, they hate gamers. They also hate anime. I found out my son, 12 years old, watches anime. How should I react? Do you need to go online and ask people how to feel before feeling it? Like, you've clearly already had a reaction, which is why you're posting about it online, so why the fuck are you asking how to react? However you react is how you're supposed to react, and if your fucking stupid. I guess you're gonna react negatively. I mean, if he's watching Boku no Pico, then maybe you should have a negative reaction.
It's art, man. It's just art, okay? It's not porn.
No, it's definitely porn, you fucking degenerate. My son watches anime. How do I tell him that it's only for little kids? I mean, just watch Berserk and you'll change your mind. Actually, don't watch Berserk, just read it. Or better yet, wait for Chainsaw Man to come out and you'll have a whole new set of problems. Surprise, surprise, by the way, these boomers are extremely racist and homophobic. My son is dating a Mexican, what do I do? You don't do anything, you stupid fuck. Move on with your life. I'm sure they're a perfectly nice person. Actually, it's definitely a Mexican girl, because if it was a Mexican guy, she'd probably say, my son is dating a gay Mexican, what do I do? Like what, this parent's just gonna be like, well, I'm fine with you being gay, but Mexican is where I draw the fucking line, Timmy. How should I handle meeting the boyfriend of my son who just came out as gay? Well, I'd hope you handle it well and not poorly. Like, what kind of answer are you looking for exactly? I feel like these people are just looking for validation in their bigotry. Like, they don't actually want answers or clarity. They just want to be validated in their fucking bullshit. Why are people even homophobic anymore? Like, that's pretty gay of you, bro. I mean, think about it. What's gayer than girls? Like, girls are like the most gay thing on the planet, but dudes, we're manly. Like, you just have sex with your bro, like have some bro sex. Come on. I mean, it's like the straightest thing you can do. My son told me he's trans, but I don't want him to be like that. What should I do? Well, I hate to break it to you, but you can't really control how your child feels. The best thing to do for them is to take them to therapy, see if there's underlying issues that they may have, or maybe they do really have dysphoria, and you need to affirm their gender identity at that point. I mean, if you'd prefer to have your son dead as opposed to your daughter being alive, I think it's pretty fucking obvious what you should choose. Should I punish my son for hating Trump? I know the term fascist gets thrown around by brain-dead pop politics lefties all the fucking time, but that would literally be fascism. Nah, for real, you need to raise your son right. Teach him to storm the Capitol building when things don't go your way. Just keep in mind, Trump would have loved your son if he met him on Epstein's Island. Of course, since most of the people on this website are boomers, they have very traditional views that they want to uphold. My son is 14. Should I tell him how babies are made or wait until he's 21? The fuck do you mean 21? You're gonna wait until he's almost out of college to teach him about sex? Like, you're finally gonna have the talk with him, he's gonna be like, whoa, really? That's awesome. When in reality, he's probably already had sex like multiple times. Not teaching your kid about sex is kind of like not teaching your kid to safely walk across the street, so then they'll never walk across the street. Like, all you're doing is heightening the risk of something bad happening. You should just fucking teach them. Dude, I can't wait for the day until my son tells me he got his dick sucked, or my daughter tells me that she sucked a dick. I'm just gonna give him a fucking high five. Sex is awesome, and that means that my kids won't fucking shoot up a school because they're incels. Should I raise my son and daughter like it's the 1950s? Do you mean like when they had colored drinking fountains? I'm sorry, what was so great about the 1950s to these boomers? I feel like the only thing is like, I don't know, the economy and Jim Crow. What does it even mean to raise your kids like it's the 1950s? Like, to be racist? Or is it like some kind of bullshit about like a woman's place is in the kitchen and a man's place is at work? Like, we have smartphones and lawnmowers and fucking, I don't know. Future Nate, edit something on the screen that's in the future. Is it a poor choice to wash my son's mouth out with soap? I'd say no if you don't care about him getting fucking poisoned. Why do parents think that humiliation is the best way to teach a kid a lesson? Like pulling their pants down and fucking spanking them, putting soap in their mouth? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You're fucking insane. I don't think most parents are equipped to have conversations with their kids. They're like, yeah, fucking just beat the shit out of them. Like, all these physical punishments do is just make your kid hate you. Like, they're not gonna want to talk to you once they're adults. These last few ones don't even have a topic. They're just genuinely insane. How do I politely tell my son that I no longer want to be his father? Sorry, buddy, no offense, but I just don't really like you. I don't think there's any combination of words that would form a sentence that would be a polite way to tell your kid you want to disown them. I mean, if he's young enough, you can just be like, listen, son, I'm disowning you, okay? But don't worry, I got you $200 worth of V-Bucks. Go get Renegade Raider. My son is a 4-year-old lefty, and my parents so desperately want him to use his right hand that they are resorting to threats. What do you think? I think you should put your parents in a fucking home and never speak to them again. And what do you mean threats? Like, are they threatening to beat the shit out of him? Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Do they think that he's a witch? Do they believe in fucking witchcraft? You should probably intervene before they tie rocks to his legs and throw him in a fucking river. My son was at school when his bully pulled down his pants and exposed that he still wears nappies. How do I help my son through this time? Well, I'd probably start with properly educating your son on how to take a shit. If he's getting bullied by his own peers for wearing diapers, then I think he's probably fucking too old for them. Just give him a fucking Reese's cup every time he takes a shit in the toilet. He'll have that shit down in like 2 weeks. My best friend slept with my son. My son is 18 and my friend is 42, a year younger than me. She has known him since he was a baby. What should I do? I don't know. Be happy for him. It's pretty fucking based if you ask me. I mean, maybe this is problematic to say, but if I was 18 and I fucking banged my friend's hot mom, I'd probably be stoked. You know, his dad was definitely like, you can't do that, son. And then his mom looks away and he just like fucking winks. He's like, yeah, that's my guy. But seriously, there's nothing you can do. He's a fucking adult. She's an adult. Like, whatever. It's a little fucking weird, a little sus. But I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So just fucking get over it. And my personal favorite of the video, my son enjoys torturing animals before killing them. Should I be concerned? I've seen a few serial killer documentaries and all of them start with the serial killer torturing animals in their childhood. So yeah, I'd be a little fucking concerned. I find it funny that you need a degree to educate a child if you're a teacher, but if you're a parent, you can just, yeah, fuck it. You don't need to learn anything. No classes, no license, just fuck it. You know what's best. Well, that's the end of this video. I haven't uploaded in a few weeks, and that's mainly because I got evicted and I've been moving out and I've been really busy, and I finally just settled back in at my dad's while I look for a new place to live. But videos should be back in full swing too. I'm actually getting some new equipment. I'm gonna probably have a face cam very soon, as well as better software to edit, so hopefully some more frequent uploads as well. I have tons of ideas waiting, so definitely subscribe now. This is a perfect time to. Also, follow me on Twitter, add me on Discord, but other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you real soon. Also, in the comment section below, leave one thing you did like and one thing you didn't like about the video, because I'm definitely trying to improve some more. But other than that, yeah, hope you have a good one, guys. See you soon.